Let's go, girls.
Alrighty.
It's recording.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't question.
Yay.
I'm just kidding. But not really.
All right.
If it's not recording, then God, it just was not meant to be. No, but all right. You ready to do this? Okay.
Let's go,
this.
girls. Okay. Welcome to Blended Not Bitter, where blended families are built on respect, not resentment.
I'm Tiffany. I'm Riley's mom. Her dad and I split up roughly 2-3 years ago. Since then, we've been co-parenting, and now we have Amanda, who's in the picture. She is Riley's stepmom and our co-host today.
Yes. I'm Riley's stepmom. Yeah, I've been around for a few years now. What surprises people about us, I think, is how well we get along.
Yeah.
The relationship that we built together. How much time we like to spend together. How much we like talking to each other.
Yeah. I think just the fact that we have a relationship, period, surprises people. We'll say comments like, oh, we're going to go to lunch, or like, I'm going to go meet up with Amanda. And they're like, wait, Riley's stepmom? Like, I remember
Wait,
you
how
telling,
is that? How is that relationship? It's actually really good. But like people want it to be a negative thing almost because like their stereotype is so, I don't know.
And people like the drama.
And they do.
And so they want to hear that it's maybe not good, or something's going on, or something's off. But, at the end of the day, we're super lucky. We have a super solid relationship. And it didn't always start that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it took time to build, just like anything in life that's worth it takes time. And so it definitely just surprises people, the fact that we are friends, period.
That we're so like understanding and friendly and collaborative with, not just us, but the three of us now.
Right.
I think our dynamic is pretty
solid. Absolutely. No, for sure. It's not very common for this dynamic to be this way, and we know that. Usually there's a lot of resentment, jealousy, competitiveness between like the two women who are raising like the one child, and it just never really was like that for us. It was definitely healthy from the get-go. I do think that there was a lot of emotions involved on each side differently. So we'll definitely be getting into that and just how we got to where we're at. Because, like we talked about, it definitely took time.
Yes, absolutely. And some of those, earlier challenges were just little communication things, or like on your end or my end, or mostly your and Josh's end from my perspective. But how we came together is, for the best.
No, absolutely. Early challenges, I think for me, was a very selfish experience. I was still like processing the fact that like I wasn't going to be with like my family anymore. And so just a lot of anxiety, stress.
Well, and your daughter being around another woman.
Yeah.
And just hoping that Josh picked someone who...
I was just going to bring that up. The unknown. So, Josh was single for a while before you came in the picture, right? Like maybe a year after he and I split up. And so just that whole year, I was just scared out of my mind of like who he's going to end up with.
Or just introduce Riley to.
Like, who's he going to date first, where it's going to be serious enough where she's going to be like apart.
Well, did you guys have like were you like, okay, don't introduce her to someone if you weren't going to like be with them, obviously?
It had to be like a pretty, not serious, but like semi-serious. Like, hey, is this person going to be around? And
we don't want to yo-yo the daughter back and forth.
Yep. And I will say, I definitely went through what I needed to get through to get me here today. But we always had that common respect. Like, anyone that you're dating that's going to be around our child, like, I need to meet them, shake their hand, like, look them in the eye. And like, I always had mad respect for Josh about that, because
That's
he
good.
he wants to know who's going to be around his kid.
100%.
Kind of look him in the
anyone,
eye.
Anyone would,
Yeah, look him in the eye and be like, I see you, you know? And I love that as like a mother.
Yeah.
Like what
the
mom would,
protectiveness. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what mom would not want that?
Absolutely.
And you know, have Tommy. And so, I mean, she's always been that mom figure since she's been in the picture and really taken on that role. But now her and Josh have a baby of their very own. And so it's super cool for you to experience that. I'm sure he bought like a second or third gun after Tommy was born.
Oh my God.
Protect them. But yeah, definitely early challenges, but it wasn't anything catastrophic.
No,
right?
I agree.
Nothing super dramatic, but there's definitely things that we had to communicate and like pivot through to have the relationship that we do have today. Like, wouldn't you agree? There was,
yeah, totally.
Like, we're human. We're going to disagree on some things.
Yeah.
But
I think just having the respect for one another is where, yes, we can disagree, but, and ultimately you're her mom. Like, so I really have to, you know, take a step back and be like, you know, this, especially as a mom now, I'm like, okay, I would want someone to respect my wishes over their own.
But I'm learning too, like, I know you mentioned in the beginning of our, like, coming really close that, like, you were like, I want to take the back seat. And, like, as of, gosh, like, a month ago, I don't know how much I like that scenario, because I really do think that me and you have created like a collaborative relationship where, like, if you were to say something to me, I would never respond like, I'm the mother, I know it's best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of mothers who would respond that way. And so, gosh, like, I understand, because I used to kind of think that way, but now I'm like leaning more towards like, I only have one perspective. I was raised a certain way and think a certain way. And so why can't I open up my mind to someone else's perspective who could potentially like help my child, like maybe learn something quicker, or you know what I mean?
No,
So,
I see what you're saying. I think,
like,
coming into the situation though, as a step parent, you at least for me, I didn't want to make you feel threatened in any way.
No, for sure.
I want to like come in and just be someone who Riley could lean on, and not be like, oh, you have to do this, and this, and
that was appropriate. Like, I have to give it to Amanda. Like, she like dipped her toes in while meeting me, and then kind of just, you know,
I tried
progressively like got involved, and she never made me feel like she was trying to take over or be Riley's mom or take my place or anything like that. But 2 years ago when you came in the picture, I wouldn't say like step on my toes, tell me.
Oh,
now
yeah,
I feel that way because we're close and like we've put in that time together. We've gone through things with Riley,
and we speak to each other in a respective manner.
Right.
Like we feel comfortable coming to one another.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. But trust me, guys, like, I know it's really hard to have another woman come in and like be that open-minded about them being like that involved with your child. Like, it's tough. There's a lot of different emotions that go along with that, but I promise you it's like worth getting over any like maybe insecurity that you have like with yourself about being replaced or just not being like enough maybe. You know, mom guilt is real. Like, it's real. And Tommy's too young, but you'll feel it. Like, the moment you tell her no or tell her you're going to do something and you don't be able to do, like, you won't be able to sleep that night. Like, it happens, mom guilt. And so just having another person, like, on your team who really just wants, like, the best for your child, like, it's all good things.
Yeah. And this is all for Riley. Riley is the main purpose of this also. Just both of us being able to set our egos aside and come together for Riley is the most important part. And I feel like that gets lost in translation with a lot of blended dynamics.
No, it does, for sure. And I always wonder what's going on in her little brain when she sees me and you, like, hanging out or talking or laughing.
Well,
like,
I hope that she knows that we're both there to love and support her, but we're also both there to like shape her into a good human and that might look, like kids don't want to be told no.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to tell her no. And like, she can't play both sides.
Right.
She knows that like we all three stand together and we're all there to support her, but then we're also there to, be parents.
Right.
And that doesn't always, it's not always friendly,
No, for sure.
It's, kids sometimes like need discipline.
Yeah.
And
I guess for me, like, her seeing our relationship is so beautiful because she doesn't even think twice about it. Like, oh, is this weird
Yes.
that my mom is hanging out with my stepmom? Like, I almost get emotional, like, seeing her watch it because she's not, like, questioning it. She's not, like...
not having anxiety about it.
Yeah, or she's, like, she doesn't even think twice about it. She's like, this is my stepmom and this is my mom.
Yeah.
Like, they're hanging out. They're talking,
well,
you know?
even to, like, her having to be around you and Josh together, because I know even now, because I come from a divorced family, that having both of my parents there still gives me anxiety.
Me too.
Because I know that they like aren't on good terms, and that to it's just like I don't want to be around them together.
Yeah.
Like
And
for my wedding and everything, it's just like it gives me anxiety.
Oh my gosh. And for my parents, like I don't know. I don't even know this story, but I don't think anything like super crazy bad happened where they would like hate each other. They just like didn't talk at all. Like when my mom dropped me off, like I would get out of the car and like she would watch me run to the door and my dad would open the door and close it. Like they just never communicated at all. And I just grew up thinking like that's normal. When you split up, you don't talk, you don't know anything about each other's lives. Like you just have one household here, one household
So
there.
unhealthy.
And it's not healthy at all. And I'm sorry, mom and dad, but
No, it's not healthy.
It's just, I want different for Riley because, that's a loaded, I was like, why? Because it's important for me, for her to like think and know that it's okay to like move on. It's okay to like disagree and be like, okay, we're not together. Her dad and I, we're not romantic. We don't love each other, but we created a child together. We're still going to see this commitment through.
Put our differences aside for you.
And raise this child and give her hopefully everything that like we didn't have. And now it's just on a whole different level. Now that you're involved, and I don't know that I would have ever had that opportunity to create that for Riley if it weren't for you. So thank you for that. Like seriously, from the bottom of my heart, because like I said, I would have grown up the rest of my life like thinking that that's like the right way to live is just separate. Because when you got involved, Josh and I were very like we weren't like like throwing stuff at each other's cars or doors, but it was like
Words.
Awkward.
Yeah.
It was like uncomfortable to be around. And that's exactly what you felt with your parents, right? Like to this day. And so if you would have never gotten in the picture, Riley would have grown up feeling like, oh, my mom and dad are both going to be here. Is this going to be okay?
The anxiety that comes with that, like as a kid, is so uncomfortable.
It's a lot. And Riley doesn't have to worry about that. And that's just like such a weight off my shoulders. Yeah. Like she sees her dad and I talk and like hug at the appropriate time.
Yes.
And
talk about things, when she is, in trouble. Like you guys can come together and talk about those things with her.
Right.
It's not like, oh, I'm going to tell dad this and I'm going to tell mom this.
Yep. It was like, gosh, probably 6 months ago, something major happened and Riley and I FaceTimed Josh and talked to her about it like together. And when I got off that call, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I would have never imagined like
that has such
growth.
an impact on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to know that like all the parents are there for her at any given moment.
Yeah. The support and love that she hopefully felt in that phone call and in those moments is something like I didn't have as a child. Like, with my two parents coming together as one.
Yeah. My parents didn't, I don't feel like they actually co-parented, and it's, they had a court order where my mom had us part-time and my dad had us part-time, and they like live and died by that. And where we just kind of have ours on our own and are able to communicate
changes if needed.
Changes if needed, but also like, okay, you have her this day up until this day, and we are very open with communication about drop-offs and pickups, and hey, can you keep her a little longer, or whatever.
Yeah,
but
just working with each other, and
we can do that, whereas like my parents didn't even really want to talk to each other about that.
Same with me. So just already breaking stereotypes,
Yes.
breaking
the cycle.
Yes, there you go. But no, we realize that like this relationship isn't normal or common.
But it should be, and that's why we're here. Like, we want to show families and women and men that this can work.
Because I'm going to be honest, like I grew up and saw blended situations when I was younger, or got even, I could say 5 years back before you getting involved in my life. And it made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like exes going to like the new family, like just, I would see this everywhere. And I shouldn't say everywhere, but I saw it and I was like, oh, well, this is wrong, or that's weird, or this isn't right. And like now that I've created my own little blended situation here, I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing that
like her family has come to me to get their hair done, and it's like not even a weird thing. I think that is so cool that they feel comfortable with me. But it's because you've set that stage.
And I was going to say, like, the family and friends, the handful of people that have gone to you, I feel so crazy, but they reached out and asked me, like, is it okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I that crazy?
No, I think that's respectful.
No, it's very respectful of them. I'm just saying, like, gosh, am I that insecure that like these friends and family members like feel the need to like ask my permission to go? And I'm like, that's not terrible. It's respectful that they're doing that, but I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
I think it's more for them too. Like, okay, I want to make sure, because you are my close friend,
Yeah.
you are my family, I want to know that you're okay with this.
Yeah.
And I think that's totally normal.
But I want to be known as the person that's like, Tiff wouldn't care about this. Like, she wants to support Riley's stepmom, and she wants her to grow, and she wants her to make a ton of money, and
I
you know, and be
people
successful.
see that now because we now have this dynamic,
Yeah.
and we are going to uplift each other.
Right.
But
right. So no, I think that's super cool, and it was eye-opening for me to again just go through that and experience that, and then like shift my perspective of like, not that I ever wanted negative for you, but I am now like one of your biggest cheerleaders ever, you know, now that you're involved in my daughter's life, and like you have your daughter now too. I'm just like, I literally want the best for her. Like, and so.
Well, cause look at the role models that Riley has now too. It's like two strong women who support one another. Don't we want Riley to be that person for
100%.
her friends and her family?
100%.
So, I mean, she's
shaping
pretty
her little
lucky.
human.
I mean,
know.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah. No, she's definitely very lucky. Absolutely. And so within the podcast, right, like this is really kind of for anyone. Amanda and I realized that like a few of our perspectives have come from how we were raised, and having what we have here today is breaking cycles and traditions that we thought maybe were right, and just really finding like what works best for you. And so you don't have to be a mom, you don't have to be a dad to watch our podcast. Just wanting growth for yourself and learning about others' experiences,
insecurities, and backgrounds.
And maybe you're single and you want to date someone who has a kid, and you're like, how do I fit into this scenario? Or you know what I mean? Like this can hopefully help inspire anyone in any situation that's like somewhat relevant to.
Because we all have, I mean, at least a few degrees of separation from someone who is divorced or is going through divorce or came from a broken family, or I hate to say broken family, but a family that's not together, wasn't raised in the same household. I mean, it's so prevalent in our society these days. So I feel like you're right. This podcast is for literally anyone.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Someone looking for understanding and all that. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, on our podcast, you can look forward to lots of storytelling. We are going to create a little, what do we call it? Segue off of Blended Not Bitter called
Banter.
Blended
Yeah.
Banter.
Yes.
On that, we're going to talk about just literally our
daily
weeks.
lives. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Scheduling, yeah.
Amanda and I meet once a week, and so we're going to talk about maybe funny stories or things that happened during the week with Riley, or challenges that we had to overcome. We have 2 years of stuff to catch you guys up on, but definitely excited to share all of this with you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was good.
I'm like sweating.
I know, I was getting hot too. But
Wait, we're
let's
still
go.
recording?
Yeah.